What's good, gang? It's your boy Tony Russell, aka HoodieRuss, you know what I'm saying? And today we are getting to the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. I know a couple days ago we reacted to Colin Cowherd's list. Now this is a list by execs, coaches, scouts, and players in the NFL. But before we get to that, it's the road to 2K subs, so make sure y'all sub up, man. Be a part of the gang. This is only the beginning. Be a day one, man. I say a day one because, like I said, this is only the beginning. We got bigger and better things. So make sure y'all sub up and be a part of that notification game. But let's get right into it because I don't want this video to be too long. So, like I said, they took 50 execs, coaches, scouts, and players to make this list. And it is on ESPN+ on a pretty little list that I could put up here. But I don't have ESPN+. And I'm broke, so I'm not going to pay $7 a month to get the picture. So I'm going to just make my own. And we going to start with the top 5, okay? So, at number 1, they got Aaron Rodgers. And that's cool. Aaron Rodgers at number 1 is cool. Personally, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I have to respect him. He is a two-time MVP. You know what I'm saying? Not two-time, back-to-back MVP. You know what I'm saying? Doing it at the age of, 38. You know, he's an incredible decision maker. Usually doesn't have Devontae Adams on the field and is still making incredible plays, incredible throws. So having him at number 1, I do not mind. That is cool with me. Patrick Mahomes at number 2, cool with me. He's already a Super Bowl champion at being this young. MVP already as well, and the things he does, his arm strength, his mobility, his accuracy, ability to get out the pocket and make other plays is crazy. Now, this year is going to be a test because he does not have one of his biggest weapons, Tyreek Hill. So we're going to see what he's really about. At number 3, they got Josh Allen. And to me, had Patrick Mahomes not have that Super Bowl and that MVP on his resume, Josh Allen would be at number 2. Because I think he's better than Patrick Mahomes. I think he's talent-wise better than Patrick Mahomes. I think he has a stronger arm. He's faster. He's more mobile. He's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And the only knock on him is his accuracy. Sometimes he can be a little inconsistent with his throws. If he can get more consistent with his throws, he would be nice. And he went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes and really outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Had Patrick Mahomes not got that coin toss that went his way, had it with the Bills' way, we could be seeing a whole different playoffs with the Bills going to the AFC Championship and potentially going to the Super Bowl. But at number 4, they have Brady. And I can understand where they're coming from putting Brady at number 4. I don't know exactly what the criteria was, but looking at the first 3, I think that they were looking at, okay, these top 3 guys that we put here, they don't do at least Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, they're not as smart as Tom Brady because they don't have the experience that Tom Brady has, and Tom Brady makes incredible throws. He's a gamer, you know what I'm saying? But that mobility is a big factor, and it's hard to game plan for a quarterback who is very mobile. And they would rather game plan for Tom Brady than somebody who has that accuracy, who is mobile, who you really cannot stop when they're on. You know what I'm saying? And that's, now personally, because he's the GOAT, I would put him at 1 just out of respect. But I see, you know what I'm saying? I see where they're coming from when they put him at 4. The top 3 guys, they're a little more mobile than Tom Brady. So I see where they're coming from. At 5, we got Joe Burrow. I think it's a little recency bias. I love Joe Burrow. That's my dude. But I think it's a little recency bias. I think we need to see more from Joe Burrow. I know he took his team to the Super Bowl. No offensive line. First year, basically. First year, you know what I'm saying? But I think let's give it another year. I think he's top 10. Before we put him top 5, let's get a year. I got somebody that's on this list that I think I'll put over him at top 5, but he's definitely still top 10. Joe Burrow's definitely still top 10. Matt Stafford at 6, definitely top 10. Don't think he's 6. The Rams were a perfect place to be for Matt Stafford or any quarterback on this list, quite frankly. I think if you plug and play any quarterback in the Rams offense this year on this list, they win a Super Bowl as well. I think I feel that way wholeheartedly. He did great things with the Lions, but if we're being honest. Like, they haven't had great teams, but they've had some decent teams. Like, we know them for being terrible, but they have some decent teams, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's equivalent. It's it led up to wins, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason that I wouldn't have him at 6. I know he just won a Super Bowl, and he deserved it. He definitely did, but 6 is a little high. He's definitely top 10, though. Justin Herbert, 7 is a little high for me. Talented, young, but he hasn't made it to the playoffs. He hasn't really, that's based off potential. Hasn't made it to the playoffs. Definitely has. He's definitely very talented, but he still has more to prove. Russell Wilson, that's who I put in the top 5 instead of Joe Burrow, and that's why I said recency bias, because y'all seem to forget who Russell Wilson is. You know what I'm saying? 2-time champ. Y'all seem to forget who Russell Wilson is and how he had the same offensive line as Joe Burrow, and he was doing more. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? He created more. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? The throws he made, impossible. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put him at 5. And now he's with the Broncos. So we about to see what he does with the Broncos. It's about to be crazy. When he has that receiving core, a better offensive line, we about to see what goes down in Denver. But I would put him. I would switch them. I'll probably put Joe Burrow at 6. Put Russ at 5. But that's just me, though. Deshaun Watson, you don't belong on this list. Quite frankly, you don't belong on this list. You haven't played in a year. I can't put you on this list for me. You've done great things with the Texans, but you've done great things with the Texans. But quite frankly, I cannot put you on this list, my guy. You're a great quarterback, and you're very talented. But you haven't played in a year. I can't put you on this list. And at 10, my guy Dak Prescott. I like that they put him at 10. Honestly, I would probably put him a little higher. I think he's right outside top 5. I used to think he was top 5, and I've kind of backed down from that just because the guys in the top 5 right now, I've seen them take over games and be able to take that next step. Even when their team is even when everything's going bad, they've been the bright spot. They've been able to give their teams the extra step to try to get their team and gather their team to win. And I just haven't seen that. I haven't seen Dak Prescott be able to take over a big game yet. Once I see that he's able to take over a big game, which I believe he can, once I see that he's able to take over a big game, then he can move into that top 5, because I definitely think he has all the tools to be a top 5 quarterback. And I gotta put this out there. Lamar Jackson not being on this list is totally absurd. It is terrible. Why is Lamar Jackson not on this list? Why does every year people decide to disrespect? It's like it's popular to disrespect Lamar Jackson. Like it's just normal to disrespect Lamar Jackson. Like this is not cool. He is a former MVP, and y'all act like it's easy to game plan for this dude. Like before he got hurt this year, I believe the Ravens were number 1 in their division. Like they were doing really well before he got hurt. And y'all continue to disrespect this man like he's not a great quarterback, and he is. He really is a great quarterback. And I don't understand why he's not on this list. He's definitely top 10, and he's not 10. You know what I'm saying? And the disrespect just goes on and on with him, man. I don't understand it. That's the only guy on this list, or outside of this list, that I believe should be on it, and in place of Deshaun Watson. So overall, pretty good list. Like everybody that's here should be in the top 10. I would mix up a few and put insert Lamar Jackson, because that's totally disrespectful, especially for a guy who hasn't played in a year. Come on now, come on. But yeah, man, it was a nice little list, but I tried to make it a little quick. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to be too long with you. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to be too long with you. But yeah, that's it for this video, man. If y'all liked it, make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. Keep that 9 game strong. Road to 2K subs, be a part of the gang, you know what I'm saying? But I see y'all for another one, man. That's it for this video, man. Peace.
Bust down Rolly Avalanche, yeah, my old bitch average. This my first time rapping it, I might go retarded shit. Bentley coupe, I'm dashing it. Stand on my money, I'm tall as shit. Told them don't you doubt the kid, told them don't you doubt the kid.